where do you see Cooper Flagg's upside? Like, if you have to compare him to a player and you're like, yo, he can be this player in 5 years, 3 years.
I think he's probably the greatest Robin we've ever seen. He just needs a Batman.
This is my projection. My projection is a polished Gordon Hayward.
I'm going to go a step further. I think he's Scottie Pippen.
You think he's Scottie Pippen?
The measurements, the long arms, the defensive versatility, the ability to rebound, the point forward that can guard your best guy. I mean, outside of him being a white kid, like, I think he's Scottie Pippen. I think a lot of people want to, like, they bring the whole white-black thing into it. But, like, if he was black, who would he be? Let me ask you this. Prime James Harden or SGA?
I'm going James Harden.
I'm the same way. And this is why I don't want to rank it because, like, James Harden never, he didn't make the finals or anything like that. But I wouldn't put SGA ahead of James Harden.
The tough part about SGA is that he did something that only a few players has done it. But we would never say he's even close to them unless he does what he did this past year several more times. How many times does SGA has to perform like this to put him up there? Will he ever be better than Jordan? Will he surpass guys like Kobe? Like, what do SGA have to do? What's up, scorers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a very, very special guest. Actually, a returning guest. Ohio State University legend. We talk about a Tampa, Florida legend. Please welcome Evan Ravenel. What's up, big dog?
What's going on, my guy? Appreciate you being back. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir, bro. So just a quick story for everyone. Last year I went down to Tampa to get some interviews. And, it was interview David Jones. But I went to a training facility. Went to the training facility where David Jones was working out at, and met this great guy right here, Evan Ravenel. Now, this is how solid he is, though. This is how solid he is. I asked him on the spot, like after 10 minutes, yo, you trying to do an interview? He was like, yeah, we can do it. Let's get something to eat. Got something to eat. My man just came right to the studio, showed me love, man. I appreciate that, brother.
Man, I appreciate, you taking the time and the interest to want to sit down and talk hoops and talk about the things that I'm very passionate about. So, coming across somebody, we got the same passions.
Yes, sir.
For the game, the love of the game. So I'll definitely talk hoops all day long with anybody that wants to do it. And shout out to David Jones, man. Shout out to him, man. He's
doing great
balling.
Yeah,
he's balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, seeing him from when he was coming out of school from Memphis, I think when he was at Memphis.
Yeah,
he was
Memphis.
training hard, really hard last summer in Tampa. Did his time in the G, went crazy. I think he had a couple like 40 or 50-point games this year.
He was balling.
And carried that momentum right into the summer league, man. David Jones. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he just turned out a huge opportunity in Europe to kind of pursue his NBA dream. So, man, good luck to David, man. We're really excited for him down here in Tampa. We hope he does really well.
So look, me and you were talking off camera, and we're gonna get into your new career venture in a second. But from a person who played professional, because you play professional overseas, you play at the highest level of Division I, what do you think is holding a player like David Jones back from making the NBA?
To make it in the NBA, like the guys in the NBA, you gotta think that these are the best of the best in the world, the best pros in the world. David Jones is a scorer. He's just a bucket.
He's definitely a bucket.
That's what he does. He puts the ball in the hole. It's kind of tough for, these teams. Like, there's only one Kevin Durant. There's only one James Harden. There's only one, Luka Doncic, and I think he's such a ball dominant guy. It's like where do we put you for you to be yourself in this league?
Right.
And I think that's the hard part about it. But I also think that he has a lot of skills. He shoots the ball very well. He's hyper athletic. He can move his feet very. He can defend. He's tough. He's physical. He can rebound. There are a lot of intangible things that a guy like David Jones does that I can see him making an NBA team. The fact that he's torching summer league and torching the G League right now, that just gets the eyes on him. Once he gets his foot in that door, he got to do what he got to do to make those teams. And I think he understands that. He's a really smart, high IQ guy, and I think he understands what he needs to do to make a team from his time that he spent in the G, even with his time in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was a two-way player for Philly.
So I think he'll get his. Now that he's got that year on his belt, he kind of got a taste of it in Philly.
Yep.
I think he's going to do really well.
I agree. I think He just need an opportunity. I think I see him being one. You remember a guy named Ronald Flip Murray? He used to play for the Supersonics.
Remember the name, not too familiar with the game, but
How about
it's a little bit, little bit, I'm a little too young, a little too young, a little too young.
let's use Universal with it.
Okay,
Let's use
okay,
Jeremy Lin.
okay,
Yeah, you
yeah,
remember with Jeremy Lin, he got his opportunity for, he filled in and then he just went off. I see
I got
something like that for David Jones. I see somebody give him opportunity and he just
okay.
going off. I'm not saying they skill set is the same. I'm just talking about, he seems like a player who's very explosive and he can score. He can do, like you said, many things. He can distribute the ball. He can shoot. He can shoot. He can defend. He can rebound. He's athletic. So you just give him the opportunity. I think he's going to be on somebody's Sports Center.
I got it's funny you mentioned Jeremy Lin. I actually got a funny story about Jeremy Lin.
Oh, you got to tell me now, dog. You got to
No,
tell me.
it's just, my first 2 years of college, went to Boston College. So, BC, ACC program, you thinking like we're the biggest school in Massachusetts, like playing against people inside Massachusetts be no problem, easy
Right.
win. So, every year, my 2 years at BC, we always had Harvard on the schedule. The
Mm-hmm.
point guard at Harvard while at Boston College was Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
So, cocky 18, 19-year-old kids. We're going out there. We're going to play Harvard. We're going to beat these guys by 30, these nerds, whatever the case may be. We was thinking at the time, when I tell you Jeremy Lin came out there and put on a clinic
I can.
2 years in a row.
I already know.
A master in pick and roll. Like did
Mm.
whatever he wanted. If you went under it, he shot behind the screen. If you went over and chase, he put you in jail, got to his floater, and dropped off to the big. Like he just made every read. It was like perfect. College wise, he might have been the best pick and roll player I probably ever seen
Well,
while I played
really.
in college. Like he was really good. We never beat Harvard. We never
Mm.
beat Carolina, beat Duke while I was in school. Like we beat Florida. Like, we beat some really good teams in ACC. Never beat Harvard.
Wow. Wow.
Never. And to go back to your point about the right time and opportunity, like that's just the story for a lot of guys in the NBA or not in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that my college teammate Aaron Craft and TJ McConnell, they kind of mimic each other's game a lot. I think TJ might be a little bit more like better offensively, but I
Right.
think the energy and what they bring to an NBA team, they do the same things. And I just think the timing for when TJ came in and the timing for when my guy Aaron Craft was trying out to get an NBA, the timing just went perfectly for TJ on top of his incredible work ethic, both those guys. But the timing and the situation and the opportunity, it's got to line up perfectly for guys
Absolutely.
sometimes.
It's all about timing, man. I keep telling people that the timing is like probably 70% of the equation for real, for real. Now, when
Yes.
you said you played with TJ McConnell?
No, no, no. Aaron Craft.
Oh, I thought you said yeah, your teammate. Okay, I just want
No, no, no.
I
My
about to
teammate
say,
Aaron Craft, and I compared the two players
got you.
because,
Got it. Okay. Okay.
yeah, because I
I missed
think
it
I
right
think
there.
their games are pretty similar. I think TJ might be a little bit more offensively minded, a
Hmm.
little bit more, but I think they both have similar games and what they bring to an NBA, what they would bring to an NBA team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So you've been hanging out in Vegas this summer, right?
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
down to summer league. We had our pro day, our JCK uh yearly pro. This is the third year of the pro day. We had about 30 to 35 guys down there working out, trying to make, G League, NBA, overseas to pursue those opportunities. So we had those guys in the gym. A lot of guys signed a lot of deals. We created some opportunity for some young men to become pros.
When you say we, who are you referring to? That way, that way the audience know. I know, but who you mean by we?
So I've been with JCK Sports Group since I came out of college back in
As
2013.
a player.
As a player,
Okay.
Jamie Knox, my agent, since I was, like I said, in college, we've built a really strong bond and relationship over the years. And he's always mentioned to me, he said, I think you would be really good on the player representation side and being an agent. And,
Mm,
at first I kind of like didn't pay it too much mind, but then, as I'm starting to go through my career and I'm building these relationships with these teams and I'm building these relationships with these players and coaches, it just kind of made sense to me to jump head first into on the player representation side.
dope. Dope.
I ended up signing two players out of college. a scoring point guard, super professional scorer. Like he can just score it from all different levels and make plays for himself and
Can
others.
you give names or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
Jalen Sullinger is the point guard that I signed. Jalen obviously comes from a huge basketball pedigree. Uncle played in the
Hmm.
NBA. His grandfather is a Hall of Fame coach in the state, high school coach in the state of Ohio. His uncle, college basketball coach at Duquesne University. His father was a professional basketball player overseas for
So.
10 plus years. So his basketball lineage is very strong. And then also signed a 6'9" center,
Hmm.
Claron Hornbeak out of Toledo, Ohio. Very physical, very strong, very athletic, rim protector, lob threat, monster on the glass. I think his best basketball is ahead of him, and I
Hmm.
think that his getting his opportunity to play overseas, he's going to do really well.
So what? Let me ask you, because you on one side, you was a player before.
Hmm.
Now you're in representation
Hmm.
as a person, or not a person, as an agent. What are the differences that from what you wanted coming out of college versus what they want out coming out of college, and what's available to them versus what was available to you?
Um, I mean, first I'll tell you that when I was coming out of college, things were a lot different.
Hmm.
There was no NIL.
Hmm.
Guys weren't moving multiple schools and things like that. I mean, none of the two guys that I signed moved multiple schools. But the wants, the needs, the desires of the players have changed.
Hmm.
Um, when I was coming out of school, I wanted to go someplace where I would play. I wanted more opportunities. I wanted to go somewhere where I was like kind of had more responsibilities within my role in my team.
Right.
That wasn't the NBA route. I didn't want to go to the G League. I wasn't drafted. I didn't do any pre-draft workouts. I told my agent, I said, hey, like whoever wants to, put me on their team and play me and showcase what my abilities, like that's where I want to go.
Right.
And obviously, my path wasn't traditional. Everybody wants to play in that league one day, and of course, I had dreams, aspirations of it, but I just love playing, so I wanted to go someplace where I could be showcased and I could, play the game that I love playing.
Yeah.
The guys now, like, you gotta think a lot of guys are turning down the NBA to go back to college
Really? Oh, because there's more money.
because it's more money. Like
Right.
if you were going to be a second round pick or late first round pick, but you are one of the top college guys, you might get a 2 million, million and a half to stay in college, be the
Mm.
guy, be the man. You run up a $2, $3 million bag for 3, 4 years, you come out of college up 5, 6, 7 million.
Yep. If they
So
if
it,
they
you know,
if they don't spend it, if they
It
spend it
right,
wisely.
right. If they're making smart decisions and hopefully they got
Hmm.
the right people in their corners helping them out with that. We also help with the guys with consultation and NIL as well. But it's just one of those things where the wants and needs and desires of the players are completely different from when I came out of school.
Right. Right. So we've been doing a lot of NBA talk. Well, we've been a lot of NBA movement going around,
A
right?
lot.
And I got and there's been some trades, but I'm not gonna go through all the trades. I'm gonna go through the trades that I think teams can get better or they didn't move at all, got worse. And
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna ask you,
Okay.
Chris Paul going to the Clippers. Did the Clippers get better?
I think when you add a veteran point guard like Chris Paul, his IQ and his knowledge of the game, what he brings to a team, and
Mm-hmm.
I think because you have a James Harden, a Kawhi Leonard, a Zubac, and they got John Collins now. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely think the Clippers got better.
They
Like
got Bill. Did you say
I think
Bill? Bradley Bill? They got Bradley Bill as well.
so. You talking about Kawhi, James Harden, Bradley Beal, Chris
Mm-hmm.
Paul, Zubac, John Collins. Like this is a really good team.
It's a good team. It's a good
It's
team.
a really good team. These are a lot of really good players.
It's a good team. I think do Chris Paul I think it's a good team if Chris Paul don't I don't know. I see him being a veteran leadership. I don't see him playing a lot.
Um,
I don't think he'll play a lot.
um, it's
I think
I
it'd
don't
be
know. It's
because
kind of
it'd be the
hard
same
not
thing
playing
when they
Chris
was with the
Paul.
Rockets. In my opinion, it'd be the same thing when Chris Paul and James Harden was with the Rockets.
I thought I honestly believe I think this is back in 18 when no one they were a hamstring away from winning an NBA Finals.
Yeah, was you right about that?
Like I
You're right
honestly
about
believe,
that.
and James Harden still almost like out there. I think him it was a Chris Paul. Then they had Trevor Ariza.
Yeah,
But
they
they had good supporting
Capella.
cast
Yeah,
around him.
they
But
had a good
like
squad.
James Harden still took that series to 6 against the
Uh-huh.
Warriors.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like the Warriors just ran away with it. They was going back and forth. Like James had them on the ropes. But I don't know. It's kind of hard to not have that kind of a player with that kind of an IQ and knowledge of the game not on the floor.
I know. I say he's on the floor, but does he start? Does Chris Paul start with the Clippers? You move James Harden to the two?
I don't think you take the ball out of James Harden's hands. It's tough. No, I don't think you do that. It's I I don't think he starts.
That's
I
that,
don't think
that's
he
what I'm
starts.
saying. Like I don't think he come like is Chris Paul going to the Clippers is exciting to hear, but how exciting, right? Like are we expecting him to start?
Well,
I don't expect him to
well,
start, is what I mean.
I think he's expecting to start, and I think that I don't know. I'm not in these rooms. I don't know how to make these decisions. And I
Fair
think
enough.
he's saying that. I think he said that like this will be his last season because he wants to start enroll in the NBA. If he wants to play as a starter, he's always been a starter.
Right.
So I think he wouldn't have went someplace where the expectation for him to start and play wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see. I mean, like I said, I want to see Chris Paul win. I think Chris Paul is deserving of a championship at some point of his career. Hopefully, is in the near future. So Dame Lillard goes back to the Blazers. What you thinking, bro?
Love that. Love that for Dame. Love that
Do
for the
you?
Blazers. Love that for Portland. Obviously, he went down with the Achilles injury.
Yeah,
He was bought out from Milwaukee, so he's getting the money from Milwaukee. Caught the 42
he
million.
gets
He
some
caught
money,
the
baby.
42 million
Yeah,
from
listen.
Portland. Love that for the man. Get your money, Dame. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So get healthy. That city is going to erupt when Dame Lillard puts
Yeah,
that
for
jersey
sure,
back on and steps on the
for
floor. They
sure.
have a lot of good young pieces. You
Yep.
got Scoot Henderson, Denny
Drew Henderson.
Avea, uh,
Drew Holiday went over
fucking
there.
Drew Holiday's still there. I don't know. I think it's up in the air about him still being there or not. You got
Yeah,
Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams, Shaden Sharp. Like they
yeah.
have a lot of
They're
good
tough.
young pieces, and I think when Dame comes in there, the elder statesman. He is Portland Trailblazer basketball.
Yeah, and
So
Chauncey Billups is doing a great job with those guys over there as well.
yeah, tremendous. I think doing a tremendous job. The Blazers kind of picked it up towards the end of the year. The last
Hmm.
year, like they start winning some games with that young core. So now you got a guy like Dame who maybe in the clutch and the crunch time, maybe a year or two down the line when he's healthy,
Hmm.
those close out some bigger games. They may not have that vet that can close the game out for them.
Yeah, I don't have anything negative to say about Dame going back to the Blazers. I like it. I would, but I did say this earlier. If he was going to get traded to the Bucks, I wish he would have got traded earlier, not in the 10th year, not in his 10th
Yeah,
season. If Dame gets traded earlier,
yeah.
and let's say he wins a championship, let's say two championships with another organization, where
hmm
does Dame rank on all-time point guards for you?
You said if he gets the championship,
Gets
pretty
two,
much.
and remember, like his 10th year, like when he's with the Blazers, he averaged 32 points. He
Yeah.
let's say he's averaging 28 points, 27 points, playing for another organization, wins a ring or two. Where does he rank for you? I know I'm putting you on the spot. I know this.
You definitely are because like I hate these questions because there's so many amazing players and you don't
Yeah,
want to you don't want to slight anybody.
right.
Like what's crazy is I honestly believe if Russell Westbrook gets a ring, he'd be top five.
Yep.
It's like it's not
Yeah,
even an
you
argument.
talking
Like
about
he damn near there. Like you can't really put anyone when Russ was in his prime, like averaging a triple double was at the point guard position. He was
yeah,
amazing.
tough.
But I think if he gets a ring, you got to throw Dame in that 10 to 15. And
10
I'm
to
and I'm saying
15?
that I it's tough. Like it's so many really good point
Yeah.
guards.
Because
Like
the
it's
point guard position is tricky because it's not limited. Like center position is limited. Like it's hard to say like top 20 centers that we actually seen in our
yeah,
era. You know what I mean? But point guards, you got so many to come, and then you also talk about the actual position, like the position change. Like John Stockton is a pure point guard.
Facts.
Damian Lillard is a point guard, but he's not a traditional point guard.
He's
So
a scoring
so
point guard.
it's so many facets in there. But I believe if Dame Lillard wins one or two rings before being traded to the Bucks, I'm gonna say he's top seven all time.
Top seven.
Top seven. You talk about a
Like,
guard averaging 30 and then he won two championships.
yeah,
That hasn't been had his height. Who's done that? Who can say who
nah,
if who can we say had done that?
only Curry, really.
Curry, yeah. I got
All
Magic and
like
Curry.
Curry at least about the Dame side, like he's not a little guy. Like,
He's
yo,
six
there's the
two,
only one.
so 6'2", 6'3", he ain't a small guy, but he's explosive. I mean, out of all the explosive guards, he the only one that would be the one that win a chip.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like he gets up there, bro, if he wins. But nonetheless, man, this is just all speculation here. It's all
for sure,
wishful
for
thinking.
sure. Like end of the day, in the Dame season, man, Dame, huge respect to your game. Like
Yeah.
that's like I think he's an amazing player. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, what he's done for the game, for that city of Portland, for the NBA, like he's amazing. Like, so I'm gonna stick with what I said, like in the tens.
Fair enough. We're gonna move on. So I'm a breeze through this one, so I want to make sure that the world know who you are and what you've done. But I want to make sure we keep it entertaining because I know
Okay.
people want to hear these takes. They definitely want to hear like guys like Spencer Dinwiddie. He's going to the Hornets.
Okay.
They want to hear your take on did the Hornets get better picking up Spencer?
I don't think so.
No.
I love the draft pick. I love
Yeah.
Continental. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. I
Mm-hmm.
love Liam McNeely.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both gonna be really good players. Like, Spencer DeWitt is a great, he's a good player. He's a really good player. In the NBA, he's a buck. He's a bucket.
Right.
Like, he gets it done. But like, I don't think that moved the needle for them
Mm.
personally.
Fair enough.
I'm more impressed with their picks versus the free agency signing.
Fair enough. I can agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I don't think they got better. I don't think they didn't move the needle a lot, but they have some options now. They have another option in scoring. So I give them
100%.
that. If you come up and show up to score. But Devin Booker re-signing to the Suns. You like that?
Yeah, he's Devin Booker is to the Suns what Dame Lillard was to Portland.
Yeah, for sure. I like that
Like,
too,
he's their
man.
guy. He's their guy. They standing behind him. They putting they putting the contract in front of them. They sign. They believe in him.
So Denver Nuggets got rid of Michael Porter and picked up Tim Hardaway Jr. Good pickup.
And they picked up Cam Johnson.
And they picked up Cam Johnson. So two new shooters.
When you got a guy like Jokic, you got a guy like you got a guy like Jokic that can make plays for himself and others. You got Jamal Murray, scoring guard, make plays for himself and others.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then I think not to kind of bring on some hard times for the kid, but like that stuff with his brother, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, that was a cloud.
That was
That was a
definitely a
cloud
cloud.
over him. It was,
I still want my money back.
oh my gosh, and MPJ is a talented player,
Very much so.
extremely talented. You got to think a dude was he 6'10", 6'11", shoots a three in the 40s,
Uh,
like really athletic. So I think he's going to do good things in Brooklyn. Maybe change the scenery, get out of that situation that's in there. Maybe that'll help him out, kind of
yeah.
get past that situation with what happened within his family. But
Jordan Clarkson they got picked up by New York. Now I felt like New York needed a bench or they needed someone to come off the
he's in the
bench that's
Knicks.
looking to score. Huh? He went to the
He's in
Knicks.
New York.
Yeah, he went to the Knicks.
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson.
If he gonna come off the bench and do what he did when he's in Golden State, yeah, he's really good.
No, you talking I'm talking Jordan Clarkson who was
Oh,
like
oh,
sixth man
I'm
for
thinking
Utah.
Jordan Poole. I'm thinking Jordan Poole. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm
but he
sorry.
got
I
moved
got him
too.
confused.
He the next name.
Excuse me. Got him confused. Clarkson, same thing. Let you score. He's gonna do good things. He put the ball in the hole.
Hmm.
Definitely gives him something off the bench that can make some things happen for him. So yeah, I like that for the Knicks.
Okay. So you say you don't know if Drew Holiday is gonna stay with the Blazers, so we're gonna leave that alone. Miles Turner. Miles Turner for the Bucks.
I mean, I guess he's kind of giving you what Lopez did, the big that can
Yeah.
rim protect and shoot threes.
Yeah, I didn't see the point in making that trade. I think it's the same
He
player,
he's
maybe a
no
little
he didn't
younger.
he signed there. He
Oh
signed.
yes, that's right. He for free
He
agent,
took
but
the yeah. So he decided that he wanted to go elsewhere after making it to the finals with the Pacers.
yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know if the money didn't add up or whatever the case
That's
may
what it
be.
was. The money would didn't add up. They didn't want to pay him. I think they didn't want to pay him 5 million. Or it was like a $5 million or $10 million difference. They didn't want to pay him.
And maybe he feels as though go with Giannis, what I'm saying, go over there with Giannis.
Hmm.
Brook Lopez is aging, he's a little older.
Right.
Halliburton's towards Achilles. We won't have a guy next year, so let me go somewhere where they have someone there. So like maybe a better chance to make a run.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we'll see. I still think it's lateral movement. I don't think either team got. I don't think the Bucks got that much better, but but the money is money is money, man. We gotta feed our families. Jordan Poole to New Orleans.
uh, as long as he don't got to be the guy, he gonna be all right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like I ain't gonna I think we got to give more credit to a guy like a Steph Curry and even Draymond and that Clay Thompson while he was there, like
Mm-hmm.
he excelled. Because it wasn't
Yep.
no, like we gotta stop these guys, we gotta stop these guys, Splash Brothers, da 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 da. He coming there, and he doing his thing.
Facts.
Now, you get paid, you got your money, whatever happened in the locker room, they got out or whatever. You make your move to Washington. All right, now you 1A. It's hard being that guy. It's
Mm.
not easy. And obviously he gonna put the ball in the hole. He can score.
Yeah, he's a
Kid can
bucket.
score, he's
I
talented,
like
he's
him.
a bucket, he's a bucket or whatever the case may be, but it's hard, being that guy and winning on top of being around a young core. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and wish he could have stayed in Golden State a little longer and got a little bit more experience before he made that jump of trying to be the guy. Because I
Draymond
think
wasn't
it
having
kind of
that though. Draymond wasn't having. He wasn't having
it was
that.
bad. I hate that obviously skirmishes happen within practices
Yeah, yeah,
within
for
team
sure.
situations. I think if that tape doesn't get out, that team is still intact
Absolutely. I'm
because the public embarrassment got to him.
Kevin Durant to Houston.
Love it,
Yeah, I agree.
love
I
it,
like it.
love it,
I'm
love
with
it.
you on that.
Love that Kevin Durant is now the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
the no holds bar question. I'm the alpha. I don't even have to discuss this with y'all. Y'all know what time it is, and I got a young piece that like he can go do his thing. Young Thompson can go be the
Yep.
super athletic game changer X factor, and I could be the bucket.
I mean, you
Fred
got
gonna make
Sangoon. You
make the
got
right
Sangoon
read.
down there too.
Sangoon gonna do what he do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna
Mm-hmm.
get you 20 and 10. He gonna
Facts.
get that. Like I like this for the Rockets a lot.
Do you think DeAndre Ayton going to the Lakers was that a good pickup? Was that the center that they was looking for?
It's the center. I mean, they needed something.
They needed something, but was it
They
was
needed
it
they, they needed something around the basket that can make some things happen.
is it a championship push though for potentially LeBron's last year?
I think that DeAndre Ayton is the best big that Luka Doncic has ever played with.
Mm, nice. Over Gafford? Got like Gafford.
I
Gafford.
think Ayton is yes. I think Ayton is like he's number one pick. I
Yeah.
think I think when you really like when you look through all the bigs that Luka's played with,
Mm-hmm.
Ayton is the best one. He's the highest pick. He was the
Yep.
highest projected. He's the highest rated. He's done a lot of things early in his career that was like, okay, this guy could be good. Obviously they had some issues when I guess this situation or whatever in Portland. But
Mm-hmm.
like I'm really excited to watch this Lakers team. I know there's some concerns about his effort and all these other things, but hopefully, a change of scenery, he'll come with a different mindset, and he'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to get back to being who he was when he was back with Phoenix when they made that run.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about his better years were with Phoenix. If he can get to that, I think the Lakers would be in a good space. Like LeBron's an amazing player, but some people might get a little intimidated about playing with him. He's not going to be the ball dominant, so he got to get in. When I tell you he's not going to be, I'm talking about Aiden. He got to get in where he fit in. He got to find them rebounds. He got to hustle. He ain't going to be squaring up and jab, jab, jab and shooting over guys too much. They're gonna let that
Nah,
ball fly.
he not AD, but in the same time, the rim protection, the lob threat, the defensive presence he presents, he's still skilled enough to knock down a little jumper here and there.
Hmm.
Like he gon' it's he's good. He's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
I I think I agree with you. He got a lot of upside for this team, and I'm looking forward to it as well.
I'm
So
excited for this Lakers team.
so you was like we talked about, you was in Vegas, and obviously the draft just passed. 18 freshmen were drafted in the first round.
I don't think that's ever going to change. That youth movement never going to change. I don't
Yeah,
care how
it's
much
not.
NIL is a part of it.
But see, my issue, or not to have any issue with it at all, but just no, my concern, I should say, where the NBA is headed. I think a lot of these guys are developmental guys, at least after the top seven. One of the kids, Carter
Bryant from
Bryant, he averaged
Arizona.
about 6 points for Arizona, University of Arizona. He's coming in first
Mhm.
rounder. I think he can be good, but it's going to be some years before he's good.
I think he's a plug and play. Like the way he can defend it, he catches and shoot like he plays the right way. Like he doesn't
Did you
step
get a chance to
outside
see
of.
him out there in Vegas?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched the game and I saw him like you said, like he's the best defender in summer league.
Mm.
Like the way he slides his feet, the way plays defense with his chest and not his hands. He gets stops. Like I think a team like the Spurs are gonna thrive in creating a position for a guy like that for him to be
Hmm.
like I'm not gonna say a star, but he's gonna be like he's gonna be in the NBA for a very long
Yeah,
time and be very
I see him doing
successful.
that.
Like
You-
I get it, college didn't average a lot of points and things like that, but at the same time, these kids are 18 years old.
right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
understandable.
and some guys are better pros than they are college players.
That's very true. That's very true.
And so I'm really excited for a guy like Carter Bryant. I'm actually really excited for a guy like and I kind of go off course. Like I really like Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, he's good. He's
I
good.
like Jeremiah Fears a lot. I think they talk about starting him in New
Mm.
Orleans. Obviously, his teammate, also one of my personal favorite, Derek Queen, really, really great young man, talented young man. Big. Kind of look more like he's skilled. He's super skilled. He's not the most athletic, but like he can hoop. He just can hoop, put the ball in the hole, make plays. This entire class, I like this class.
Where do you see where do you see Cooper Flagg's upside? Like where like how like if you had to compare him to a player and you like, yo, he can be this player in 5 years, 3 years.
Mm. So I'll say this. I think the fact that Dallas Mavericks got the number one pick and they have all these pieces around him, he don't have to be
Hmm.
Cooper Flagg from Duke. He can be who he actually is, the most complete and tangible player I think that we've ever seen in the NBA draft. Like he walks in, he defends, he rebounds, he
Hmm.
can shoot it decently, he can put it on the floor, he can play make for other people. I don't have to score 30 points for us to be great. I think that's amazing for Cooper Flagg.
I agree.
Um, I've always believed that I think he's probably the greatest Robin we've ever seen.
Mm.
He just needs a Batman.
I you know I had this is my projection. My projection is a really a polished Gordon Hayward.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a step further. I think he's Scottie Pippen.
You think he's Scottie Pippen? Cooper
Yep.
Flag, Scottie Pippen. And so okay. I mean, Scottie Pippen career average is like 18 points. He's an 18-point guy. Can get you 6 and 7. I can see that. I
I
mean,
think. I think he's Scottie Pippen because like
but here's the thing. What makes Scottie Pippen is that he won 6 rings, though. He ain't the average guy.
I. I'm talking about the player. I'm talking about him as a player. I think. Yeah. We also got to remember that Cooper Flag is supposed to be going to college right now. Like he's not. Like he's
True.
super young. But
True.
I think the measurements, the long arms, the defensive versatility, the
Hmm.
ability to rebound, the point forward that can guard your best guy, like
Hmm.
like he
I
to
got
me,
I got to see him guard. Yeah, everyone's hyping his defense up. I got to see him guard NBA guards.
I think his ability to close gaps is something that people don't take advantage to take a really good look at. I think he's an underrated help side defender.
Defense.
I think he's a great on ball defender, shot blocker. Like
Hmm.
if you watch him make rotations. Like typical 18-year-old, he might be like the second late on his rotation, but he covers so much ground, you
Right.
can't even tell.
Facts.
You can't even like he's amazing in the help side on the defense. He shoots gaps, he gets in the lane, passing lanes, he picks a lot of pockets. I I do
I,
think. I mean,
oh,
outside of him being a white kid, like I think he's Scottie Pippen. Like I think a lot of people get away from. I think a lot of people want to like they bring the whole white black thing into it, but
Right.
like outside of him, not like if he was black, who would he be?
Scottie Pippen is like a true underdog, bro. He was equipment manager. He was 6'2" at his freshman year at college. And then he just developed into a champion. I can't give Cooper Flagg that. The reason why I say Gordon Hayward was good. Like his better years, he averaged 21 points, 22 points. Took his team to the playoffs. Uh, Cooper Flagg is going into a situation where he has Kyrie, he has Gafford, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis.
Hmm.
I don't see him doing a lot of scoring with that group. I see him, like you said, defending, but I'm trying to figure out where he's going to fit in.
So Kyrie's not playing in the beginning,
At
correct?
least not the beginning. You're right. Not the
Not in the
beginning.
beginning, Kyrie's not playing. So you got D'Angelo Russell, part of your starting
Oh,
point
yes, they
guard.
put him up there. They did D'Angelo in there too.
D'Angelo Russell, starting your starting point guard. I also believe that Jason Kidd is the perfect guy for Cooper Flagg to be playing for. I think this situation is tailor made for Cooper Flagg to have an amazing rookie season.
Hmm.
Do I think he's going to be out there scoring like he did at Duke? I do not. I do not think
Right.
he's going to be scoring like that because you have so many other guys that do that at a high level. Anthony Davis needs touches when Kyrie gets back. Obviously, he does what he does. D'Angelo obviously does what he does. But I think he's going to do very well. Um, I like to think that Jason Kidd is going to kind of guide Cooper Flagg kind of the same way that he did Giannis and put the ball in his hands as the second backup point guard.
Mm, fair enough. I like it.
Like like he played point forward at Duke. I don't see why you wouldn't put the like I think he was the ball handler during summer league when he played in those games. I
Hmm.
think that's the plan for Cooper Flagg. Like obviously, you're gonna be having some ball handling duties with this team. And the same thing that who I said Scottie Pippen did with the boy. He had some ball handling duties. He defended the best guy. He rebounded. He does a lot of really
But
good intangible
you
things.
gonna go viral
I'm
for that
Hey,
comparison, but
listen, I might go viral. And I'm not saying when I say Scottie Pippen, and I know this part will get bleeped out or whatever the case may be, but like I'm not saying that he gonna be champion, all this other. I don't know.
right.
But I think the intangible things that he does, it mimics what Scottie Pippen does.
Yeah.
It does. That's what,
I
and that's what I'm looking at. Outside of him being a white kid, the intangibles are there.
I can see the vision. I can see the vision for sure. But I have to see it physically. I gotta see it physically because Scottie Pippen. I like Scottie, man. All
Now,
right.
listen, it's hard not to like Scottie.
I like Scotty, bro. Scotty, one of my top guys, man.
Yeah.
We actually coming out with some merch that's inspired by Scotty, man. So
Okay.
I just want that was like a shameless plug right there. Uh, I got other guys I want to talk about. I like a kid coming in, VJ, Edgecombe, Ace Bailey, and Dylan Harper. I like those guys. Any of those guys that stands out to you the most?
All of
Because you like
all
Fierce. I know you
those
like Fierce from New Orleans.
I like Fears a lot. I like Fears a lot. Obviously, I think he's gonna be really good NBA player. Dylan Harper comes from an NBA pedigree,
Hmm.
so he's tough. Like when I finally got a chance to watch him at Rutgers, I was blown away by how he played the game. Ace Bailey, tough. Like you can't teach his shot making ability with the
Hmm.
with the with the size and the length. I think he's gonna be really good pro player. NBA player throughout his career, and VJ Edgecombe, hyper athletic guard. His shots improving. Like
Right.
all those guys have promising futures. It's kind of hard to say that they're not all going to be successful in this league. And it's
Yeah, I
one,
agree.
it's this class is really impressive.
Right.
Honestly, it's just a lot of guys who
Yeah.
like
I
I can
hope
see where they'll be good.
I hope Ace Bailey go to Utah and want to play. Right. Like I think he didn't want to go to Utah. We've seen that before where guys just didn't want to play for the organization, so they just don't perform.
Hmm.
But I really wanted to see this kid play. I think he's good. I got a chance to watch him in college. Really good player. And I hope that he just go to Utah and be the star that we know he can be.
Hmm. You know, that's why we have a draft. You don't choose where you go. Like, you get drafted there. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think this kid wants to play basketball. I
Yeah.
think I think I think as media kind of spent a little bad narrative. The kid didn't want to go here, and the kid wanted to do this, and like he don't have no choice in that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Obviously, he can choose not to sign a contract and not play. If he really didn't want to play there, he wouldn't play.
Right. Very true.
But I think he's going to go there. I think he's going to perform. I think he's going to do well, and I think he's going to have a long career.
We talk a lot about youth sports, and you played youth sports, and obviously you help youth players get better from your just mentoring guys who I've seen you talk to down in Tampa. What do you think are the proper steps when it comes to development? Because right now there's been a surge of games, like players is playing, young kids, 12 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old. They're playing every single weekend, two to four tournaments a month. Uh, with some kids not even going to train and they're not even going to practice. Some of the coaches are just saying, "Hey, show up to the games. Just show up to the games and you're good." What do you feel are the proper steps that you would take if you was 12
Um,
years old?
I would say transparency and honesty with the player and the person that's doing the developing. I
Hmm.
would say the delivery and how you're giving it to a player because like you walk into some kids are they're sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell them bluntly like, you can't shoot the ball. He'd be like, what? Like I can't. Like no. Like you have to get better at shooting the ball. So I think transparency is a big part of that goes into delivery. I mean to development, delivery, and then humility on the part of the player to be like, hey. I can get better at this. I need to put in the hours. I need to put in the time. I need to get in the gym.
Hmm.
And obviously, yeah, they say, hey, we playing all these games on the weekend and things like that. You got to rest your body, but like, it's gyms everywhere. It's courts everywhere.
Hmm.
Like, you're a bad ball handler. You're not dribbling the ball for 35, 45 minutes a day to work on your craft. On top of the workout you're doing, like, are
Hmm.
you doing it? Do you want to get better? You know you're a bad ball handler. I need to work on my left hand finishes, and I'm not doing that when I go to the gym. I'm always doing my strong hand and what I'm good at. Do you want to get better? Like, are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many aspects to it, to the
Hmm.
development part of it. Like, it goes hand in hand with the adults in the room and the kid.
Right. Would you recommend more games or more training from you? I mean, you're a pro. I played college. You played college. We
I
did a
like
lot of
hooping.
you like hooping. That
I like hooping. Like, I like, I, me personally, I like playing, but obviously, like, they say AAU is quote unquote bad basketball. But you know what I'm saying? They got kids just out there throwing the ball up there, running up and down the floor. The best athlete's gonna win. But I think at the highest level, like AAU can still be good. You still have good
absolutely.
coaching. You still have good organizations that run sets, that practice, that the team has chemistry. You have teams or groups been together for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and there's AAU programs that have been running for 20, 30 years, still
Yeah.
going on strong. So like, obviously if you live in one of those cities and your kid is talented enough to be a part of one of those storied AAU programs that has success for not just 2 or 3 years, we got a couple kids. I'm talking about like decade long successes. I think those are the places that you kind of want to be to
Yeah.
develop and grow.
I
They
agree.
they producing the most pros.
Yeah, I think that's the era I think we both grew up in where the AAU coaches took pride in their programs, they took pride in their players, and the players took pride in the program themselves. They wasn't leaving. I know for me, growing up in Philly, there was only I want to say, a handful of AAU programs, but I wasn't just jumping around. Don't get me wrong, like there might be a tournament that would be beneficial to my recruiting process, and maybe a program is going there, my program not. But I would ask my coach, "Hey man, you mind if I go play?" And they wouldn't mind. But I think now it's just so wild, wild west now. Like kids is playing everywhere just for backpacks and sneakers, and not even
Yeah.
the parents is
Yeah.
paying more money than ever. And obviously when the money gets involved, we start rushing into development. It's just because the money involved don't mean your kid about to get better in 6 months. Or at least where you will see it, where you see the changes you want. You know,
True.
it takes
True.
time. It takes time. Development in basketball. I think I always say this: development in basketball takes longer than most sports. That's why we play all year round. You know what? I wanted to ask this question earlier. I wanted to because he's been playing in the summer league. Bronny looking good right now. Bron, look.
I Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from Bronny James. I like the aggressiveness. I like the confidence that he's walking on the floor. Like you can see it as he's on the floor. He's just a more confident and and his abilities. He's playing with like he's playing lighter. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like all that weight, all that
Mm-hmm.
all that all that pressure. Like it's
He looked
like
like he having
it's
fun.
not even there.
He looked like he
He's
having
he's
fun.
enjoying. He look like he's enjoying playing
Mm-hmm.
basketball for the LA Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like and maybe maybe dad ain't on the bench. Dad ain't on the sideline. Maybe that's
Right.
it. I don't know, but he looks. I like what I'm seeing from Bronny James. I
I
do.
agree. Do you see what do you think his upside is as far as where he'll be in a
Um,
few years? Is it Michael Conley? Is
no,
it
I wouldn't
no?
say that. I wouldn't
Not
say
Michael
Mike
Conley?
Conley.
Is
I
that is
would,
that is that
you
too
know,
low or too high?
I don't even think that's I don't think that's the way we want to go with that one. I don't think he's Mike Conley. I don't think he'd be Mike.
I'm
I
trying to
don't
think of
see.
a solid
Oh,
point guard off top of the head right now.
I
Because I
just
think he can be solid. I think he can be solid.
I don't see someone that he plays. I just think
His
he's
own?
he's a smart player. He goes in there, he does what he does, he knows positioning, he competes on the defensive side. I
Love
think
it.
obviously like now that he's shooting the ball with more confidence, I think his percentages will go up shooting the ball wise. I like him. I know people. I know people. He caught a lot of flag. His dad caught a lot of flag for they
Always.
feel like you know for him being in the league. But I'm excited to watch his development that we
hmm
just talked about. I'm excited to watch the development. I'm seeing the development. I'm seeing the growth in him, and I'm excited to see him play.
Man, so SGA, he, SGA was MVP this year, Finals MVP, leading,
Well
scoring
deserved.
leader this year.
Well
Well
deserved.
deserved.
Earned that.
Where
Earned.
we talked about point guards earlier. Where do he rank? Where do you think is SGA on our
It's
list
too
yet?
soon.
Too
It's
soon?
too soon.
Not
It's too
even.
soon.
Too
As
soon.
much as he's had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
So I don't, and he is the MVP right now, scoring champ right now, Finals MVP right
hmm
now. He's all these things, and it's easy to become a prisoner of the moment. But I
Right.
want to.
I
Well,
said.
let me ask you this. Let me
Go
ask you
ahead.
this,
Go ahead.
because they call him a foul merchant.
Proud merchant, huh?
They call him a foul merchant. And do you James Harden, prime James Harden, or SGA? You
Primes
got to pick
James
one.
Harden or
Because
SGA.
they thought James Harden was getting to the line when he
I,
wanted as
I'm
well.
oh like who draw the most fouls or
No.
best player?
Better
Better
prime
player.
James
I'm gonna go James Harden.
MVP Harden or
I'm gonna go.
MVP SGA.
I'm going James Harden.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I'm going James Harden.
So here's why, and this is why I don't want to rank it because like James Harden never, he didn't make the finals or anything like that. But I wouldn't put SGA ahead of James Harden.
You know what? I said this. The tough part about SGA is that he did something that only a few players has done it, right? Like winning MVP, Finals MVP, scoring leader all in one year. You got names like Jordan, all these guys, Kareem, all these guys,
Facts.
right? But we would
Makes
never say he's even close to them unless he does what he did this past year several more times. How many times does SGA has to perform like this to put him up there? Will he ever be better than Jordan?
I don't think anybody wants to put anybody ahead of MJ. I don't think anybody wants to
Will
do
he
that.
ever be in the top three? Will he surpass guys like Kobe? Like, what do SGA have to do? Does he have to do this like
You coming for you coming for the immortals, bro. Like you coming for the immortal,
this?
like the
That's what
name,
I'm
the
saying.
immortal
Like SGA
names.
is like fighting. He probably doesn't care, but like as far as like a fan perspective or a debate this perspective, he's a good player. He did something phenomenal this year, but even with that done, he's nowhere. Like no one even sees him as like, damn, he did this four more times. He can be past Kobe. Nobody would ever say that. I don't think people vision that for
No,
him.
I don't think anybody would ever say it out of respect for Kobe.
But what if he did it though? Where would you
I
put
mean, if
him?
he does, how about this? If he does it, then we'll say it. But
Uh,
I'm not going to say, I'm not going to put a number on, I'm not going to put a number on, yeah, if he wins this many championships, this many MVPs, I got him ahead of Kobe because, like, man, Kobe Bryant, come on, man.
yeah, he was different.
Come on now. Like,
Yeah, I'm a big Kobe fan. I love Kobe, man. Even though people in my comments don't think I love Kobe, I love Kobe. My fourth on my list.
man, Kobe's. One of the greatest.
Man, that's a good transition because we gotta ask everyone who comes on who
I
is
know where this is going. I
the
know where this
GOAT.
is going.
Who's your GOAT, man? Tampa, Tampa, Florida in the building. Evan Ravenel in the building. He gotta let us know his GOAT. Yeah, give me your top five.
LeBron
Give me your top five.
LeBron James is my GOAT. I'm gonna
There
be
we
honest
go.
with you.
There we
Like
go.
LeBron James for
Welcome to
me.
Score Society. That's what I like to hear.
LeBron James is my GOAT. I get it, you know. I love Michael Jordan. He's amazing. He
Yep.
did, the championships, the scoring, titles,
Facts.
everything like that. I just think you know, I grew up watching LeBron James with my like when he came on ESPN when he's at St. V's with me and my dad used to sit in the living room and watch him on ESPN. Like,
Mm,
we watch MJ for sure, but at the same time, like I've watched LeBron James journey from when he first came on, from what I first seen. Obviously, people where he's from, they knew about him way before we did down in Florida. But
right.
like I remember watching him on ESPN, and then the expectations put on him, and then he met him when he get to the league as a rookie, and then he met him again. We got to took the Cavs to the final. He continually to meet
Yeah. He
expectations
sounds
and kick
special.
the doors down. And I'm not saying MJ didn't. MJ set the bar, like he set bars, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, for that conversation. But for me, and now that he's, eclipsed the scoring of all time, leading scorer ever,
Right.
40,000 some points. He's in the NBA with his son. I know that's not something that people want to throw in there as a highlight, but I think
But it's
that's a,
culturally phenomenal.
like it
It's phenomenal. Even what he did with his boys, putting his boys on, and they now household names.
man, like the to me the GOAT debate, it goes to like the total package,
I
and
agree.
LeBron James is the total package.
Yeah, I agree.
Family man, like
Fam,
we
yep.
we can
With his
we can
wife,
keep we no blemishes, nothing,
facts.
no, like we can go on and on. Like it's honestly surprising when you hear people like hate on the man.
Right. That I'm all listen,
Like
bro. My comments is wild. Like my
like
comments is crazy.
and I'll probably catch a flack for things I say, but like at the same time, but the same like man didn't do nothing
Oh
wrong. He did
no.
everything he was supposed to do.
Trust me, brother. They definitely coming for you. When I post this, they definitely coming for you. Hey, but you know what? We didn't talk a lot about your story, and one of the reasons why we did, because I want people to go back and watch the interview. I want to boost that one up. But you from Tampa. You did some great things in Tampa. You did some great things for the Ohio State. You also played overseas. Played overseas. Talk to us about your journey overseas. And I wanted, is this your first injury that you have been had over there?
Uh no, I strained my MCL, but nothing this long, nothing for like 4 months. I've never been
Mm.
out this long for an injury.
Let
Definitely
Let's
not.
talk about the injury. We got this segment called "Brainwash to Think Elite," and this is where, we have problems in our lives, and we figure out how we talk about how we got over it, with the hopes that we inspire and motivate someone else. And I think
Mm,
you being how long are you a professional?
12 years.
12-year professional. And would you say you coming to the end of your career? You got some more in the tank? We got.
I haven't, when this injury happened, I always told myself I had a major injury or if I had
Hmm.
like a serious injury towards this back end of my career, like I probably would just, stop.
Right.
But, it's hard like now, now that I'm out, like kind of got to the point where I can get back on the floor and play and I enjoy being in the gym. I enjoy working out. I enjoy getting up shots. I enjoy, the process.
Mm,
And so I'm not gonna say that I'm done, but it's like I'm definitely taking a break to kind of
gotcha.
focus on myself, and focus on I want to be a big advocate of the city of Tampa and the talent they can produce.
Right.
I want to use my platform and my ability to the contacts that I've made throughout my journey and my career
Hmm.
to help others, get to a level way past me,
Right.
if I can. So that's my focus right now. Going back and playing is not my focus. I'm not gonna say
Hmm.
I'm done, but as of right now, my focus is boosting up my city, learning and growing as much as I can within my second career, which is the player representation side,
Gotcha.
and just becoming a better human being.
Last two questions for you. Last two questions. What does it take to have a 12-year career overseas? What mindset? What's the
Um,
mindset? What's the sacrifice? What's the workout regimen?
ooh, 12-year career. I think the best thing that I think I've done to sustain my 12-year career is not look over at someone else's plate.
Mm, I like that.
Like focus on my own journey. I think I saw uh someone say like, when you start worrying about what's going on over there or how much this guy makes or why is this guy playing for this team, you can't focus on dominating where you at. I
Right.
think uh I think everywhere that I've been, I left my mark. I think everywhere that I've been able that the people that respect me for what I've given to the organization and the team and the league. Um, I've obviously had some success. I've won a championship on every continent I've played on.
Dope.
Uh,
That's tough.
I've all-star appearances, points, help teams get promoted to higher divisions,
Hmm.
whatever the case may be. But it's been a blessing. It's been a journey. Remaining humble, praying, praying, and then obviously, the work is the work. You got to put in the work. But I've just
Mm.
been fortunate. I've been blessed.
There you go. Last question for you. Uh, why do you think people sleep on Tampa ballers? Y'all have a lot of good ballers out there.
Oh,
Now, they
because
produced a lot, but Tracy McGrady, all these guys, they produced a lot of good ballers. Tracy McGrady from Tampa, right? I'm not
no, he
tripping.
from Polk County. He from Auburndale.
Oh, my
He
my
from
apologies,
like
my
like
apologies, brother.
45 miles up the road.
Who we got from Tampa? Because we got
Joey
Joey
Graham,
Graham. Shout,
Stevie
shout,
Graham. You
shout out
got
my dog Stephen Graham, bro. That's
yeah.
my
You
dog.
got you have Kevin Knox, who's currently in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
You have who else? I know I'm tripping, and I'm gonna kick myself in the foot for this. Like when I'm put on the spot like this, oh man, Terrence Kinsey, Mo Spakes. Well, he gonna say St. Pete, but we'll take Mo across the bridge. That's right there.
No.
Mo Spakes, NBA champion.
That's all good. You don't got to name them all. I just want to know
Yeah,
why
like
why people sleep on y'all, because y'all got some ballers, man. Y'all got a nice facility
nah,
down there, and y'all got some guys who really want to get
we got
to
some,
it.
we got some guys who can play, but I think when you think Tampa as far as athletics, you think baseball and you think
Mm-hmm.
football.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tampa has produced one of the higher number, like maybe top five as draft picks for MLB draft. You
Mm-hmm.
see the Tampa, like guys getting drafted. And then football, it's just a hub.
Yep,
This is the
absolutely.
hub for some of the best. I think we got two top 25 teams in the country, in the
Mm-hmm.
city.
Mm-hmm.
The Michael Penix is from Tampa. He just got drafted to the Falcons. He's the starting quarterback for the Falcons now. We got guys left and right
Yo, yo.
when it comes to football.
So we're closing out, man. Let people know what you got going on next. Where can they find you? We can go from there.
Um, what I got going on next? I mean, like I said, I'm just kind of focused on building and learning and growing on the player representation side with JCK Sports Group. I'm loving what I'm doing there. Definitely want to make sure my guys get to where they need to get to and
Mm-hmm.
have great seasons in their rookie years.
Dope. That's what's up, man. Well, congratulations on all your success. Congratulations on a new position and new career, man. The way we close out now, we talk about we want to give you your pretty much your flowers, bro. A scorer is someone who has a diverse way of putting the ball in a hoop. You can create your own shot. You can go back door. You can move without the ball. Score on transition. That's the same thing in life. Sometimes you got to create your opportunity. Sometimes you got to move without the ball. Maybe you're not the CEO right away, but you can move your way up. But either way, man, you are a scorer, man. I welcome you to Score Society.
Thank you, man. I appreciate being
My
here.
God, bro. You gotta send me your address, man. I'm gonna send you some merch, and
No, I
we
got you.
always keep in touch. We always keep in touch on IG.
No, 26, 34. No, I'm playing.
I'm about to say, all right, brother. You gotta be doing a lot of editing now,
No,
man.
this ain't my first rodeo. I got you, my guy.
My dog, appreciate you, man. There you have another interview on Score Society channel. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together, welcome to Score Society.